I need to target something first.
I am listening.
Totally thought I was in here.
I was wondering. It's like,
He's
oh,
like,
he's
"Why
gonna
is
do
it
that
so quiet
silent
today?"
raiding, silent raid leading. It's a new technique, huh?
Yeah, something like that. Where'd the heals go?
It looks like
There he is.
There he is.
it looked like they PC.
So
Details keeps crashing.
that's interesting. Alright, so for this fight, there's gonna be a ton going on. Some of us were able to see it during open raid. It's that plus a little bit more, not exceptionally different, but
I greet you on behalf of
so main things, wards during the whole fight, you basically need to have 4 stacks. You want to keep the yellow wards above 80% and the blue wards under 20%. Blue doesn't start until phase 1. We can stack the ads for about the first 10-15 seconds, and then we have to spread them on either side of the pillar. And then as they change from longing to whatever the other one is, stack them back up, kill them. During that phase, tanks try and stack the purple puddles as best you can. You can just pull them straight out from the console. That way they're still out of line of sight of each other. Dodge blue swirlies. If you have a good charge speed, make sure that it line of sight between you and the warrior does not include a console or any other architectural thing. So at one point we'll have to soak the purple orbs. If you get Beacon, go to the far side of the room. If you get to the middle with Beacon, you'll be intermission 1 will follow the instructions. You'll probably have 2, so soak the orb. If you're supposed to soak it, stand by yourself. If you're supposed to, you just have to have 2 people to stack. So not the whole raid doesn't have to stack on top of each other, just with at least one other person. Phase 2, boss will come out. We have to deal with the ads. Eventually, we will have Azshara on the southern end. Gotta nuke the ads. Beacon targets at this point, you need to get it away from Azshara. LOS, the arcane detonation. If you get arcane burst, go behind a pillar before it expires. Do not let it hit Azshara. If it does, it's gonna end up being intermission 2. We just keep nuking the boss, follow the instructions, whichever she has at that. Phase 3, there'll be an ad on the southern ward and one of the others. So basically, we want to focus on the southern ad, DPS it down as much as possible. Once it bubbles, you need to get the charged spear from the Myrmidon and run it through the boss or through that caster ad to break the shield. That is the most important part on that phase. Basically, all DPS need to hard nuke that south ad and just kill it. At that point, we'll start moving over towards the other ad, and we will nuke down the other caster ad the same. If a second Myrmidon comes up, we'll kill the first one, and go on. Then add 40%. When phase 4 starts, we'll lust, nuke her down. We also have another mechanic with the console. Ranged DPS during this phase, and ranged. Basically, no one should be near the console. Ranged healers. We will get the debuff that puts the big circle on the ground, so you don't want to be near the console because we have to be able to click that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Gunther, because in phase 4 we don't need a tank or more than one tank. So in phase 4, Gunther, I'm gonna have you go click the overcharge on the console. You just go to the console, you get an extra action bar, you click it, give it a few seconds, make sure everyone's health is back up, and then you can click it again. Once it's all done, then you can go back to tanking. Also during phase 4, we'll have red beams, just dodge, and once again, make sure the wards never run out of power. So everyone should have somewhere between 4 and 5 stacks of the we'll spend some time on this, I'm sure, so we'll get to figure it out as we go. But those are the major mechanics. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the cauldron here.
Can we try doing the pillars instead of the console? So we
if you'd like to do that, that's fine.
only because the console is like a critical component later in the fight, and if there's like crap around it, it could like cause us to fail the last part.
Yeah. Go ahead and I guess you can. We can't. Well, you want to use that left console?
It doesn't matter to me which console we use,
Or sorry,
or
which,
what pillar we use.
pillar. Okay, we'll use the left pillar. And just, I guess, do you want it like that?
Yeah, just whenever we bring them together, Gunther, just remember that during longing, they also drop the first heart causes them to drop puddles, so they're still dropping puddles, so they need to be like stacked right on top of each other during longing as well. So just keep that in mind whenever we bring them together during that phase. So I think what we should do is just whenever longing happens, we need to bring them to one side. Like, so if like we have one of us tanking an orange and one on the other side, then just whoever's on the other side bring their ad to the other side immediately. Does that make sense? And then also make sure that we're swapping at 3 stacks of the freeze. Because once you get 3 stacks of freeze, then they're going to follow up with an immediate stun. And then once you're stunned, you'll automatically get hit for an auto cast of 220k damage. So if you're not fully capped off, you're going to get 1 hit.
Alright. Everyone make sure you have 2 flasks, and then we'll get going here.
We're gonna need intellect buffs.
Dropping a guild.
I just did. We have 2 now.
Yeah, it was in the back.
So many banks. Do you want to use NLX scrolls yet? Well, we have one, so we're yes.
Man down! No! We lost him.
Hey, so lost power. I'll be back on when I get power back.
We can
Oh,
do
so
some
it was a
practice
setup every
calls.
time you said to blow her a kiss. I see what's up.
Yes, it was a setup. Let's see what we can do with this new pillar. It's old pillar placement, but let's get used to it.
Hey guys, lost power. I'll be back when power gets back.
Okay, good luck.
Alright.
Nathan, are you stacking again like you did before? I was just trying to get an idea where to stand.
We're gonna be splitting them around this pillar with the orange marker.
Okay.
Lindsay, are you ready?
Yeah, I've hit ready, I thought.
Oh, weird. Okay, cool. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin. 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes
Too far away.
yet their gaze incurs calamity.
The Davy Jones locker from my gaze. Oh, that had to hurt. I must get
There is
closer.
no power I cannot defile.
Left board straining.
Help us out.
Bad.
You are mine.
You're 10% apart. We need to focus on Sai. Getting the orbs.
I'm out of range. That had to hurt. I need you. Show yourself. Oh, that had to hurt.
Still about 10% apart. Now they're catching up. That's a little better.
Alright, they're even. Let's keep them that way. Hulk's
Yeah.
up as well.
Good stun.
There is no power I cannot defile.
I got it around the corner for you as long as it.
I'm out of range.
Wipe it up.
is wrong. You have proven yourselves.
I'm guessing that had nothing to do with it being at the pillar, right?
No, there was a bad swap, and I just got my face rocked.
Gotcha. Okay. We need DPS to switch over to the ad a little bit faster. They took a little too long. Both hulks were up for a little bit longer than I'd like.
So Gunf, I'm gonna tank at like orange circle here, and you should be like right here at star. And when you get to 3 stacks, like you should be moving back over here to where I am so that I can pick up your guy. Because like once you're frozen, you're gonna pretty much get pwned almost instantaneously. So you want to be moving, and I'll be moving at the same time so I can pick her up. Otherwise, if I have to run all the way across the map to pick her up, I'm gonna be dropping longing or the cursed heart stuff the whole way. The whole point of us being like close to each other is so that we don't drop stuff all over. So if we can like just keep everything like around this pillar, then that way this is like the only toxic area during the fight, and then that way people can just stay away from this because it's gonna stay here the whole fight. So just keep in mind that like they'll have an energy bar like when you look at them that's filling up, and whenever it hits 100, they're gonna drop a stack of cursed energy wherever you're at. So you should be able to keep most of it stacked up in like one location. Think of it kind of like the Ashvane fight. You're trying to keep all of those stacks up in basically 1 or 2 spots as much as you can, and then when we swap, then obviously we'll swap them, but we want to group them up kind of like in one location as well. That way they're just not all over the place. So, but as soon as that ability goes away, that painful memories goes away, we can bring them together so we can start like getting cleave damage on them. The only reason that we don't want them next to each other when they have painful memories is because they'll become tormented. If they become tormented, then they'll one-shot us.
That sounds good. Riot, let's hero once the lovers are in position on the other side, on each side of the pillar.
Looks like there's an additional 3 seconds as soon as I activate the console, just FYI.
It's 4 seconds.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes long
Too far away.
yet their gaze incurs calamity.
Took Davy Jones' blocker. We've gone from my
Alright, keep them split.
Yeah, hero.
There is no power I cannot defile.
Ethanel is starting to pull ahead.
Hulk. No stun on him.
You are mine.
They're pretty even.
All right, we can bring them back together. Let's swap.
Stacking the orbs.
More damage on Ethanel.
I need you to on off.
Hulk incoming. he is.
I'm gonna die.
No idea why he wants you.
Sweep it up so we can get some practice on the on this.
You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven the feast.
If you have stand together, you can still soak the orbs.
You did
Just wanna
say
make
wipe
sure
it
you're
up,
in a
right?
group. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have proven yourselves unworthy.
But I saw people practicing that move.
All right, Gunther, you need to be at Star. You see where Star is right here? This is where you need to be tanking the ad. You don't need to be over here next to this. You need to be right next to Star. Like, this is where you're going to tank the ad. So when you drop the Cursed Heart, you want to drop Cursed Heart right here, and then, like, back up, tank the ad some more. When it hits 100 energy, or, like, at 90 energy, jump back in, drop Cursed Heart, back out. 90 energy, drop Cursed Heart, back out, right, back and forth. Now, when you get to that, when you're getting towards those frozen stacks, right, when you hit those 3 frozen stacks, that's where you're going to be in, like, the danger zone, right, with ethanol, because you'll get frozen solid if you have those 3 frozen stacks and you're hit again. So if we don't have the painful memories going on and you have like 2 or 3 stacks, I'm going to go ahead and taunt swap, and at that point you want to go ahead and pick up Cyranus from me, right? So if you show that you don't if I have taunted off of you and you have 2 or 3 stacks, go ahead and pick up Cyranus, right? And then vice versa, because that time when they have longing or when they don't have painful memories is very short. When I have 2 to 3 stacks of that cold blast, you need to taunt her back so that I can pick up Cyranus. So what's happening is I'm taunt swapping to get ethanol off you, and I'm not getting her back off of me, and so then I'm getting frozen by her and I'm dying. So I just need to make sure that you're pulling her back off of me. Aside from that, just make sure that whenever the painful memories is happening, just keep your ad, whoever it is, just on this side of the pillar right here. That way you don't have an ad over here and then they're being dragged back and then a bunch of crap's being spread all over the room. Really, if we have one ad here and then we bring them around this pillar, like, this is, like I said before, this is going to be the only area that has any stuff drop. Just this little area here. Does that make sense? Okay, I'll do my best to call out specific.
That was really good on the second Hulk. We just need to be ready for the first one. I'll try to call it out earlier. More Nathano. Hulk incoming. Here he is. More Nathano.
You are mine.
Back in, stay out of the middle.
Alright, I'm taunting off you. Go ahead and swap.
More in Serenas and stacking the orbs. The bottom ward is drained.
Okay, swap back, get ethanol.
Hulk in 3. Here he is. Get that Hulk down and we're moving to intermission.
There is no
I'll pick her up
power
at first.
I cannot defile.
It's a pretty good spread on that purple stuff.
Yeah, that's perfect,
You
actually.
are mine.
I don't have a target.
We need to soak alone.
I'm grouping up.
I must get closer.
Stage 2.
Too far away. I'm out of range.
Alright, watch the wards. You see them dropping, go ahead and charge it up.
Too far away.
Well, which pillar do you want to use to clear the arcane blast behind? The one without the stuff behind it?
Yeah, good idea. Ads.
I must get closer.
Okay, you can taunt her off.
Another heart soon to be broken.
I'm out of range. Too far away.
Arcane detonation in 8.
Reversal. Wards are changing spots. That center one does need to be charged.
Everyone get ready to run. Boots tanks out there.
Come over behind the pillar. Charge up the right ward and the center ward.
I must get closer.
Poor people who haven't charged anything.
Okay, you can taunt off.
The middle ward's being powered up. If you don't have a buff, get on the
Big
middle
ad.
one. Indomitable. All DPS on the Indomitable.
Another heart soon to be broken.
Too far away. I require a target. I must get closer.
We need to power down the middle ward. If you have under 5 stacks, which I guess is just Cervantes and Fellblades, get on the middle.
Detonation.
Coax the power from these ancient wards.
Oh, looks like we got to the...
Next intermission.
Him.
Azshara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies into her ritual.
I need to soak and spread.
You've only just come to this realization. First alchemist indeed.
Please get out of one of these.
Too far away.
Every move you've made has been according to my will. That lumbering dwarf believed you
Pick up the Myrmidon whenever you see it. My statue won't hold on to it for too long before it dies.
Lady Venom Tongue is up.
Just take it over to one of the guys that we're killing.
That middle ward is almost at full power. It's a huge amount of damage going out to everybody.
Watch out for detonation. Okay, let's swap on the Myrmidon.
All DPS should be on Lady Venom Tongue.
There will be no coronation this day. Celissa, aid me. Together we can hold her here. Now you will know what it means to be trapped, Azshara.
So the most important ward to not let get charged up is that blue one, because that increases the amount of damage the ads and Azshara do to everybody. So that one is absolutely critical to not let get over like 20 to 25%. The little ones, we do want to make sure that they stay charged up, but we cannot let that blue one charge up past 25%.
Is there a way to organize the people who have to soak and stand alone? Is there a way to organize to make sure that they can soak? Because everywhere I went, there were people stacked on. There was nothing for me to soak.
I think that's gonna have to be some practice since those orbs show up in a random spot every time. We don't necessarily know how many people are gonna get the soak and the stack and the soak and the spread or all of that. It's just gonna have to be some practice on that coordination.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest things with this fight is people need to understand that if you are to help soak, you guys need to all stand together and soak. Like if you get that purple or pink thing around you, if you're a solo one, like just grab whatever one you can, and other people need to realize that they cannot go in there unless they want to nuke you down.
There's
I had a new one just now too that it said stay, but I had to soak also. So if I move, like the more I moved, the more stacks I was getting. But I was trying to like get in with other people, so that one was not funny.
The purple thing was awesome, Tanks. That was really good.
There's a super helpful weak aura that I think that we'll probably want to get, where like you basically spam announce what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Yeah, using it right
I
now.
haven't.
Yeah, right. Posted in raid chat.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I would say if you have weak auras, or if you don't have weak auras, you should get weak auras, and then use that weak aura right there.
I have an extra flask.
Gunther, we don't aim that. That's actually the people who get the spear are the ones who aim that.
Yeah, and it does like no damage as long as like you're in the open and like if it doesn't hit any of the objects in the room, that would be the two pillars and the council. Like it's a pretty easy mechanic, and like you don't have to worry about like not hitting other people with it because it does no damage. Sean, the gods are mad at DC, and yeah, he lost power.
We don't want to move the boss next to those guys. The reason is because if you move the boss next to those casters, it double drains the ward. And so you'll actually accelerate how fast the wards drain. There's like some heroic groups can do that because they have enough cleave damage to burn those guys down fast enough. So like later, like some teams can do that because they have enough DPS that it's not a thing. But I don't think we're gonna be at the point where we can do that right now.
anything I need to be aware of that's changed or whatnot?
Right now, we're just working on practicing the mechanics. We're popping hero early so we can get through that first phase quick.
Okay.
The
So, like-
the ads are being tanked at Star and Circle.
Cool.
That's actually one reason we had a problem with that blue ward getting super powered last time, is because it charged up so quick for that exact reason. So we actually want to be cognizant as tanks where we're tanking the queen. Try to keep her away from the least powered yellow orbs as well as the highly powered blue.
It's a bit of a balancing act.
I'm having problems with my weak auras. So I downloaded the Decree Yell weak aura, but it keeps saying it's not loaded.
We can mess with that stuff after raid. I think just for future, something I suggest you guys get.
It should work if when we take our break, you log out and log back in. I had the same thing, and I just had to log out of the game and come back in, and it was.
Or
Okay.
type/reload.
No,
I did reload.
if you install a new add-on while you're in the game, you have to completely close the game out and restart it.
No, I didn't install a new add-on. I already had weak auras. I just imported a string.
Yeah,
I know
that's
it
how
doesn't
this one
load
works
until
for
the
some
encounter
reason.
start.
You gotta
So
wait
let's
until we
get
do the count.
some couple more practice pulls before we take tanks on you.
You won't need that.
We'll get that when we're making a little more progress to heal.
Yeah, I'm not burning them.
All the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes long for one another, yet their gaze incurs calamity.
Davy Jones locker. For my game.
Focus Athanol.
There is no power
Hulk in 5.
not defiled.
Here he is. They're 10% apart. When we go back, go to Athanol.
You are mine.
All right, let's bring them together and swap.
You're cleaving on the bubble.
Soak the orcs.
And I'll get Cyranus again.
Hulk in 5.
Kill Cyranus.
There he is.
You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven the
Davy
field.
Jones locker.
My bad. Soak that. Soak it, Wes. Wes, soak it.
Left is powered down a little bit, by the way.
Too far away.
Running over there now.
I'm out of range.
I wanted to feed Wes to that orb. God.
Kneel before
I
your
must get
queen.
closer.
Oh, get away from her back.
Ads in 3.
Some people should soak the middle.
Far away.
Ads switch.
Got her.
Kill those ads fast or they're going to power up the middle.
people with no stacks, you need to clear the middle.
I must get closer.
You can taunt as soon as your debuff goes off. Just go ahead and taunt her back.
This should be quite a show.
Detonation in 5. Ready to run.
Get behind this pillar.
You have her on blue.
I must get closer.
Yep, we need to power down that blue one.
Too far away.
Blue's back in center.
Big ad.
I must get closer.
She charged up the middle again. We need to clear that middle. If you're under 5 stacks, go on the middle.
Detonation soon.
As stacks start to fall off, work on the right and the left wards, please.
Detonation.
Center and the right wards, I mean. That center ward needs to be charged up.
By the way,
18 seconds, my
Gun,
fault.
as tanks, we can do 2 or 3 charges ourselves if a ward needs to be charged.
I must get closer.
Azshara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies into her ritual.
You've only just come to this realization. First Arcanist in the team.
I'm out of range.
Don't you, heroes?
Too far away.
What's killing everybody?
It was an arcane bomb in the middle.
Yeah.
Save Azeroth by empowering
I went to soak it from the soak group, but it was too late.
gift of a sleeping titan. Yes, but that is wrong. You have proven yourselves.
I have another question. So, when I got my Queen's Decree, I was supposed to stand alone, and I was staying away from everybody, but I had this weird blue swirly shit underneath me.
Yep.
You have to stand alone
Gotta
and
move.
move.
Yeah, on
But I-
heroic you get 2.
But
Yeah.
I was moving.
No, it
Okay,
shoots a
you
thing
gotta
on the
move
ground
like
where you were, so you have to like run around in a different areas so you don't have that thing shoot down and hit you.
yeah, it's a lightning bolt that just keeps coming down every time it hits you. You take a stack of that stuff, so you just have to like run around in a circle, like around the pillars and stuff.
But I did keep moving, and I still died.
That happened to me the
Arcane
first
orb.
time. Yeah. Happened to me the first time I had that too. Sometimes if you're a little slow, it will still hit you. But I don't.
It's extremely quick. Like you have to like just keep constantly moving. Unfortunately.
And of course, I'm a warlock, which means I'm slow. Okay.
No, it doesn't matter. Like you don't need like a speed increasement or anything. You just have to keep moving. Like see how I'm
You
just running.
can do
Like,
this in a
just like that should
circle.
be fine.
But that's what I was doing. I was moving the whole time. I was like running away from the blue swirly the whole time, and I died anyway. Yep. Okay. I just wanted to know if I was doing something wrong, that's all.
No, I mean, if you're running around and it's still hitting you, there's not really much that can be done for you. Sounds
Okay.
like maybe a connection issue at that point. Because you should literally just be able to run at normal speed and be able to escape it.
There's also Burning Rush if you wanted to pick that up, but that does do damage to you.
Yeah, that would be scary
Yeah.
in this fight.
Yeah.
I don't want to use Burning Rush in this fight.
Yeah, like as a tank, I was able to just literally run at normal pace, and it didn't do damage to me.
But if she's talking about she died near the end, that's because of the orb exploding and killed half of it.
Right.
No, I was the first person to die, and I died during Queen's Decree while I was moving.
After raid tonight, my video will be uploaded, so you'll be able to go back and like look at my video and see if it looked different on my stream. And so it might be that it could just be like a latency issue on your side. I know you've been having some connectivity issues, and that could be definitely what's going on.
That's very likely.
Let's keep at it. Progress every time. Focus on those wards. That seems to be the big one that's getting us right now.
Oh, that would be great.
Well, yeah, we need practice on those. Everybody needs all of the different combinations that are possible in order to master those. Better job keeping them even. Hulk and 5. Here he is. Charge up this bottom ward while you're down here.
Okay, let's bring them together. I got Athenel.
She needs more DPS. Soak the orbs.
Be stacked like right up on top of me. We don't have stuff in the middle.
Alright, they're back to even.
I have a Hulk.
A little bit more.
There he is.
That's Laranus.
Intermission.
Oh, that Hulk.
I need to target something first.
Need the south one charge.
Allow me to liven the field.
I'm rooted in one, so don't stand on me.
Tons of people without a stack.
That's okay. We're okay on that right now. Save that for the next phase here.
Hey, we all survived.
I must get closer.
Go ahead and charge up the right ward if you have 0.
Too far away.
Good job.
I must get closer.
Ads.
Here they are.
I'm out of range.
Stun in the middle.
Oh, they can be feared by the.
Arcane Burst, go hide.
Bad.
Detonation in 10.
Left ward needs to be charged.
Detonation.
Hide from her.
I must get closer.
Yay, APOC.
What?
Too far away.
It didn't die.
I know. I ran 10 seconds early.
Been there, done that.
I'm
Big
going
guy
to
coming in
take
5.
I'm gonna take Tiger's Lust just for you, APOC, so I can get you out of there.
I appreciate it.
Indomitable, right by her. Right ward needs to be charged up.
I'm out of range.
All DPS on Indomitable.
Cat running towards the
Nice
boss.
job.
Good job. Tied with those bursts.
Too far away.
From
I'm out of range.
sirens come
Got 6 instead.
coax the power from these ancient
Intermission.
lords. Rattle the chains that bind
Watch for your decrease. See if we can leave an orb empty for standalone.
Upon the heart of Azeroth.
Move away from me. I am standalone and don't move.
I need a group
Someone
up.
needs to get in that other orb.
Someone needs to group up on Shin or Zell.
You
see
the truth now, don't you, heroes?
I'm in an orb on my own.
The left orb needs to be soaked, and we need to swap to the ad by the console.
Random tongue.
Got Myrmidon. You can pick up Queen. Remember not to tank her next to the ad. That's you want to keep them separate. Okay, picking up Queen.
The left ward needs to be charged.
Okay, when
Grab-
you get the
Grab that
over here,
Myrmidon.
how
Watch
about
out.
the Myrmidon is
Try to hit
over
the
here.
council.
Oh, we got it.
Ow, what the heck killed me?
Detonation.
No.
We can counter up.
Soak right and left. All
There will be no coronation this day. Zalisra, aid me.
Go ahead and taunt Queen off.
Hold her here.
Good job. Let's switch to the other ad.
We'll know what it means to be trapped, Azshara.
DJ, soak center.
I must get closer.
I was destined
I'm
to
soaking
rule.
the side.
No force can bind me.
Champion, claim victory.
Yeah, I've got Queen. Pull that Myrmidon off. Need help burning down your Evity.
Crystalline protection.
Need heals up, everybody.
I must get closer.
West, try to hit the bottom orb.
4, 3, 2,
I'm out of range.
The Myrmidon being where they're at, the spears are hitting the pillars and console.
Yeah, we are tanks down, so doesn't matter at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah, but if they hit it, it does a crap ton of damage.
Yeah, it was the detonation that killed people.
I'm positive we almost got the ads dead.
Yeah, that was the best attempt. We got her into the next phase. That little tear thing, big tear thing came up just then. So we'll do one more pull before we take a.
And do the Myrmidon spears do damage, or is it only the first phase spear damage?
The spear
No,
always
if
do
those guys, yeah, if those guys' spears hit the pillars of the console, like that's what killed me. I got hit by double Myrmidon.
Yeah, that's
Well-
what killed everyone was the charge spear hitting that pillar right there. It wasn't the burst, basically, because a bunch of us were hiding behind it. And as far as the spear is concerned, if you're standing in the open or something like that and it just hits nothing, it does no damage to anybody.
Oh, the log shows the arcane detonation.
Mine says charge spear 148 and then another 18 overkill 130.
I'll have to go back and look at that.
There's definitely a couple of us that got killed by detonation. I didn't see where she was played. I'm trying to charge up something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I killed you all. Well, it's just I was trying to break that shield.
So I think what we'll do is probably leave the Myrmidons free then, just and not worry about having the statue pick up.
Well, if you
So-
get them to the side away from the council, that way the spears will go straight across. Because what's happening is since they're in the middle, they're just going right through the council. It's breaking the shield, but we're taking a shit ton of damage from it.
If I get it like Raven did before, where it says soak, but you have to stand alone, I can't mitigate that, heal through it, or anything for myself.
No, because if you're not soaking, you're getting a debuff that's going to stack until it kills.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't want to. There was everybody was all stacked up, and I didn't want to kill everybody else. Right?
Well, if you got the help soak, you guys all need to stand on one, and then let the people who are supposed to soak alone grab the other ones, and then people need to move, just constantly run around, and yeah.
So the soak alone's a no matter what. That's what I was just double checking.
Yeah, you need to just soak one alone. Like, people just need to be mindful of what's going on. If it's like the help soak one, you got that purple circle around you, you need to all gather up on one. And it's a little confusing because what'll happen is once the orb goes off, meaning you've been soaked, you'll still have the circle around you. You will not take any of the dot because you've already soaked. So don't worry about having to run into another one.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you're supposed to be tanking, like I was saying before. You need to take that guy so that those spears can actually hit the caster. So like when we call for switch between the Myrmidon and the Queen, you need to then take those Myrmidons over to the shield. So if you're tanking those Myrmidons away from the shield maiden, then you need to just take them over. It is important to pick them up though, because otherwise they'll just...
All right, let's give this one more shot and we'll take a break.
Yug.
I'd have had it if I had the intel buff. I'm just saying, TJ.
You would have handled the rest of it.
I'd have smoked them all.
I'm just wondering when Wes is going to run out of popcorn.
It's like
He has an
Michael.
unending supply. Yeah.
Clearly.
I can't attack that target. I must get closer.
He's the MVP of Orville Redenbach.
I'm super hungry for popcorn.
Yeah, I know what I'm making on break.
I've DC'd.
Yeah, but I
A
want to
lot
make
more on
so
Serana.
that takes long.
A lot more on Serana.
Yeah, everybody picked Aethanol. Hulk, though.
Smash.
Monghawk.
By the way, we didn't hear it.
That's okay.
No, I don't want to be in a bubble.
All right, let's bring them together. I've got Ethanol.
Get those bubbles and soak the orbs.
There are like 2%.
Hulk in 5.
Hey, swap. We got Tyrannus.
Here he is. Get this done.
I must get closer.
Hey, let's break.
Aethanol needs more damage. After the Hulk's dead.
Definitely need to charge this board up.
Don't go to Serenus right now.
We'll get it during intermission. Alright, that one needs to be charged.
You've grown complacent. Allow
Get ready for your decree.
Davy Jones locker with you.
Soak group. We're gonna get
you ran
this
away
one
from me.
right here. We're gonna get this soak group right here. Very nice.
I draw this
Yeah, just like that every time, guys.
blood. Given willingly from a champion's frozen heart.
What percentage does she transition?
60, 70, I think. 68, 70. Ad's getting ready to come.
Here are the ads.
I'm out of range. Too far away. I must get closer.
Another heart soon to be broken.
Bombs get out.
Right ward charged up, please.
Center ward needs to be decharged.
Detonation soon.
This should be quite a show.
It is now right and left wards.
Detonation.
Hide. Hard hide.
I'm out of range.
No peeking out around the corner.
I must get closer.
Go ahead and swap.
Too far
Don't take her to that ward over there.
Yeah, take her
Head
to
to
one
the
of the
center.
gold orbs.
Now you can go to the right one again.
I must get closer.
The
Yeah,
left one.
anything but the blue.
Indomitable.
Big guy coming out.
Too far
Big
away.
guy out.
Kneel before your queen.
Get on the right ward if you have 0 stacks.
I got it.
Get in the middle if you're out of stacks.
Detonation. 5 seconds.
I must get closer.
Okay.
Quite a show.
It's transition time.
Okay,
Need
we
it.
need to power down the bottom ward. It's powered up a little bit.
Coax the power from these ancient
8, come and power this down with me.
Rattle the chains that bind him.
Too far away.
Stars save us.
Not Davy
Azshara
Jones
is
locker
drawing
with
upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies into her ritual.
I need to solo soak.
Me too.
You've only just come to this realization.
Can somebody come to me, please?
Good week.
You see the truth in them, don't you, heroes?
There's one unsoaked on the right side.
Has been according to mine.
Okay, bottom ad,
I
end
must
time.
get closer.
That lumbering dwarf believed you could save Azeroth by empowering your
West coming up,
shadow
maybe if I
within.
can find you.
The gift of
I'm
a
out of
sylvan
range.
titan.
But that had to hurt.
Yes.
Alright, I've got her.
His heart was exactly
Take that Myrmidon
ward
over
everything.
to the
not to heal the
Too far
wounds,
away.
but to shatter the
Miradonna
poison
just got to run around playing with the DPS.
Davy Jones locker.
LOS hide.
I'm out of range.
The diamond king
And spearhead the council.
upon.
5, 4,
The ritual
3,
needs completion.
2,
The Black Empire
This should be quite a
rises,
show,
and the
lady.
world awaits its true queen.
there will be no coronation this day. Solisra, aid me. Together we can
Yeah, I'm
hold
gonna
her
see if
here.
Ben's group
You have proven
will post their
yourselves
video and logs for their Azshara kill. I know they killed it on Tuesday. I think that might.
Well,
Let's take a 5-minute break if somebody can put up a timer. I don't know where my macro is. Thank you. And then get that weak aura if you don't have it yet. And come back and we will regroup and try to get.
Yeah, if we can get that Myrmidon placed like off to the right of the council, like if we're looking at the council right now, like if he's placed right there, that's perfect.
Yeah, I think part of the issue on that was looked like there was some DPS going after it. I'm not sure. There's some
Yeah.
DPS going after it on the queen, which there just shouldn't be any DPS on the queen when those ads are up. So
Yeah, it's got to be a hard swap. All right, I will be right back. Wes, I forgot to make popcorn.
I am ready.
Cauldron's up.
Is that
Thank
the
you.
caramel popcorn from that fancy place that's like the best popcorn on the planet? It's got like the caramel and the nut.
Good caramel corn is the best.
I forget, David and something that do the Christmas gifts. My in-laws send us that is the best.
There's a place in the mall. That's a mall.
I'm guessing Raven is still looking for her mouse situation. Does anybody have any specific questions at this point, or is it just more coordination and practice right now?
I'm gonna keep my statue up over here, or between wherever the mobs spawn during the phase 3. So if you get a Myrmidon, just run it over here and it should pick it up.
That's a great idea.
I think I asked this before, but in the second phase after the intermission, can you stand in the purple stuff if you have the line of sight? I died because the boss moved a little bit and it broke the line of sight and got me, but I didn't want to stand in the purple shit.
It does like 40k like every couple seconds or something. It's a lot of damage if you stand in that.
Yeah, it is.
Just
But you don't
go
have
to
to-
that pillar. Just go
You
to
don't
the
have
right
to be
one.
hugging the pillar. You just need it between you and the arcane orb. So you can literally be out
You could
like
still be,
this, as long
yeah.
as it's between you and the orb.
No, I was, but the boss moved just enough that it
Oh,
broke
she
the line.
popped out.
The boss doesn't move during Arcane Orb. Once she starts casting that, she's locked in place. So you just need to line yourself wherever the boss is.
Okay.
Because the
Yeah.
tanks run away from the boss during that too, so she's locked right where she's at.
And we're calling out arcane the thing like about 10 seconds prior, so just start positioning yourself.
The
Gotcha,
cauldron
okay.
is still up too. If you need another flask, grab one.
Oh, I don't know. I just put this out there. You know, there's a little box that comes up and says how many stacks everybody has. But if I'm not mistaken, your DPS doesn't matter as much as the stacks.
It depends. We've been doing pretty well at the beginning of the fight, so we're going into the second phase with a bunch of people at 0, which is awesome because that means there's more room to charge them up as she starts to drain and power them up faster later. But yeah, once the wards are getting dangerously low or dangerously high, depending on which one it is, then yeah, absolutely stop what you're doing and run and stop being at 0. Get to 4 or 5. But I'll kind of try to make it more urgent if I need somebody in there critically. Just raid awareness to try to make sure I don't have to be stressed out about it. One last time, does anybody have any questions? Or really, I'm pretty sure we're just in the practice phase right now for progression. Right, let's hold off on Hero now. I think we have a good handle on that first couple of phases, so I think I'd like to save it for if we can get into the last phase after the 2 big ads are. Right now, I think we're going to be consistently getting to those guys. So if we can push through those and get to that last phase, we'll do it. It's purple.
Yeah, typically after the third intermission, that's when you pop hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get rid of those ads as quick as possible.
The cauldron is still up.
There's a codex down if you guys need to change anytime. Or essences or whatever.
Tanks when you're ready.
I can't attack that target.
Yet their gaze incurs calamity.
Davy Jones locker with my game.
There is no power.
Hulk in a couple seconds.
You are mine.
All right, bring them together.
Great job keeping them close. Soak. More Nathanel. Lots more Nathanel. Vulcan 5.
Swap.
Here he is.
All right, move them apart.
Stun that Hulk.
I think I got him stunned.
He's real short. Okay, Serenus, please.
I cannot defile.
I must get closer.
Job.
You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven the
Get Eve out of that.
Be more on the crushing depths.
I would love to stop and help, but I can't.
You're excused.
Ow, what the hell?
Okay, right ward.
You were supposed to solo soak and you didn't.
Oh, I didn't get that notification. Oh well.
I'm out of range.
He's charging the center.
kneel before your queen.
Add some 5. Here they are.
Too far away.
Another heart soon to be broken.
Burst, get out. The right ward needs to be charged. The middle ward needs to be
Detonation soon.
This should be quite a show. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
LOS. Right and left wards.
I can't attack that target.
A lot of people zero. Never mind.
I must get closer.
One person 0.
Indomitable in 5. Right ward needs to be charged up. Indomitable's up.
Kneel before your queen.
In the back.
Another heart soon to be broken.
Middle ward needs to be powered down if you can.
Can in 2 seconds.
Arcane in 5.
Should be the chain. She shouldn't do arcane.
I can't attack that. can't attack that turret.
Sirens, come forth. Coax the power
must
Get
from
to the
these
council.
ancient wards. Rattle
Or at
the
least
chains
start
that
moving that way.
Left and center, please.
I'm out of range.
I'm gonna hit center.
Azshara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies
I
into
need people
her
to come
ritual.
stack on me. I gotta sit still, but with the front.
You've only just come to this realization. First,
Hey, we shouldn't have two group soaks.
don't you, heroes? Every moment has been according to my will. That lumbering dwarf
Too far
believed
away.
you could save Azeroth by empowering your shining
Riot Ward needs charge back.
gift of a sleeping titan.
Yeah.
A
Right and left.
was exactly what was needed.
All right, I need you to bring the queen over here so we can swap.
But to shatter the prison of a
We need
god.
the spear on this ad.
The
Let's
heals.
go to the ads. LOS.
The diamond has been made a pawn. The ritual lures
And when we say go to ad, you need to be, the ad needs to be between you and where you're, this, you've got the spear, you need to get up here to this
Spear,
ad.
get over to the ad.
There will be no coronation this day. Calistra,
It's a white.
together we can hold her here. Now
So the ad was behind me, and I was sitting next to the one that was sitting by the console. I still did that wrong.
You had to,
You missed it.
the Memordon has to be between you and the ad.
Other way around.
Yeah,
No,
you
you have to be between the Memron and the ad.
that.
You were about 4 feet off with that spear, so I kind
Okay,
of.
okay, so I still needed to come over a little more.
Yeah, just basically go stand right on top of her if you have to.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
yeah.
it doesn't matter if you're between the Myrmidon and the ad or the ad and the Myrmidon. The spear is going to come to you no matter what and then keep going behind you. So if you're between the Myrmidon and the big ad, it'll still hit the big ad. And if you're behind the big ad, it'll still come through her and break the shield anyway.
Okay, I was just afraid. I was trying to stay to the side because I thought we said don't bring it across the console.
Well, yeah, you don't want to bring it across the console, but if that's the case, what you do then is then you just shoot it off somewhere else. Like, as long as it doesn't hit anything, that's fine. But we need to get the shield down first. I think you had enough room to get it through though.
I'll work on it. I tried to watch a video. I thought it was a little better, but I'll get it.
And one thing about the decrees, so if we have two groups of people soaking, you're gonna screw somebody who has to solo soak. That second phase, that happened to be me who got screwed on that one. So make sure that all the purples are together.
What happens if there's an orb that's not soaked?
We all die.
But the way it is there's enough for everyone with the group soak to soak one, and then all the solo people to soak one as well.
So for the spear thing, we can do a little role play real quick. So imagine I'm the shield lady. Here, I've got my shield.
There you go, Green.
And imagine Mez is the spear dude. Gonna throw a oh wait, there we go. That honor guard guy. He's gonna throw a spear at Mez. So he's gonna hit Mez, and then also hit me. So it doesn't matter, like, as long as he's within line of me, that's all that matters.
Yep.
So whether he's on one side or the other. But what we don't want is we don't want Mez to be lined up with the console at some way or one of the pillars.
Okay, I appreciate that. That's better. I was what DJ said. I was like kind of right where I'm standing, and it's still.
Yeah, you see where I'm standing right here? This is where the Myrmidon was. He was right here, so you could. It's close. Like you can nick the thing, but you were like, from when he threw the spear, you were standing like right about here.
Gotcha.
So you
Okay.
missed by about 3 feet.
I'm like the spear's bitch right now.
It takes a little time.
Oh, and that add-on, whoever said, that's really good. That helps a lot.
Yeah, just make sure everyone with the purple circle around them, they group up.
APOC, anytime there's like 5 seconds left before detonation, I'm gonna hit you with my little Tiger LS macro, so.
Alright. Appreciate it. This how normal classes feel?
Let the battle begin!
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stake. Their eyes long for one another, yet their gaze incurs collide.
I must get closer. The Davy Jones locker!
There is no power I cannot defile.
Could one person swap to Serenus? Hulk.
Yep. I'll be that person after the Hulk.
You are mine.
Okay, swap. Bring them together.
I still need a little bit more on him. Soak the orbs. You're pretty close again, thanks. Hulk in 5. Here's the Hulk.
Okay, swap bot.
More on Athanol. Once the Hulk's dead. Stop on Serenus.
My fault, my dad.
I cannot defile.
Once we're in intermission, charge up the right ward.
I need to target something first.
You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven the
Davy
field.
Jones locker!
Soak group, get the soak. Alright, we got 2 soak groups. Yeah, we can't do it like that. We gotta, all the purples need to be together.
I must get closer.
Here's a bubble. Never mind.
I'm out of range.
Kneel before your queen.
Adds in 5. Here they are.
Too far away.
Another heart soon to be broken.
Arcane Burst, get out.
Closer.
Right ward needs to be charged.
5, 4, bring them to my will.
Detonation soon. We got 5 seconds.
It's still the right ward. LOS.
Okay, you can tell her back.
Right and left ward. Indomitable incoming.
In the back.
Kneel before your queen. Another heart soon to be broken.
Get 0 stacks. Decharge the middle.
It's on.
When you charge the left ward.
Detonation in 5.
Need a middle and right. LOS. Charge the middle and the right.
Don't take it to the left.
From darkness, sirens come forth. Coax the power from these ancient wards.
Damage gravity.
Rattle the chains that bind him.
No, I got feared.
Feeding its energies
Soak
into
group.
her ritual.
One soak group, guys.
To this realization. First Arcanist in the You see the truth now, don't you, heroes? Every millennia has been according to
Add at the bottom.
That lumbering dwarf believed you could save Azeroth by empowering your shining
The
the gift of a sleeping titan.
No, you need to go through where the Myrmidon is.
A titan's heart was exactly what was needed. Not to heal the world, but to shatter
And we need a spear on this side.
Okay, let's go ahead and swap Queen and Myrmidon after this detonation.
the Diamond King has been
left ward. Everybody get on it.
Got the Queen. You can pick up this.
He's dead. 225 on the beat.
And the world awaits its true queen. There will be no coronation this day. Thalysra, aid me. Together we can hold her here. Now you will know what it means to be trapped, Azshara. I am Azshara. I was destined to rule. No force can bind me.
Champion, claim victory.
He was wrong. You have proven yourself.
We had some bad luck on that. There was someone who was MC'd and feared right as we went into that transition.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, remember guys, only one soap group.
Can I make a quick suggestion? I know we've got about 25 minutes left. I had heard Sean in last week, or whichever group was talking about grabbing a boss or two on Mythic. Wouldn't it be really good for us to kind of pick up that extra gear? Definitely for the tanks and the healers, to kind of move this fight forward too. I don't mind the wipes. I don't want to say that, but just the extra gear boost might help.
It's gonna be the first boss on Mythic would be a pretty big step up in difficulty.
Oh, I thought it was still just a DPS race with a little bit more damage.
I mean, I think people will. I think people should definitely look over those fights for Mythic. We would need one more person to fill out our roster to do a Mythic fight. So.
Gotcha. Okay, I was just checking. So I think DJ said it or somebody, but I thought that'd be kind of smart to, at least if we passed all the loot to the tanks and the healers, it'd be good for all.
Yeah, that first boss in particular is a kind of a check on mechanics for that fight, and we haven't been the best at following mechanics on that fight. So.
No, I got you. Okay, I'm just checking.
But if people are interested in doing that fight on Mythic, you guys should go watch a video on how it's done. It's pretty fun. It's just pretty intense on mechanics.
So, for a trial, whichever orb is closest to the moon will be the soak orb. If there are 2 orbs closest to the moon, be smart about it and converge on 1 orb. Let's see if that helps organize that section at all.
Oh yeah, for all the that's good.
We'll get in a few more attempts tonight. It's progression week this week, and next week we're definitely making progress. Any questions before we go? I think people are starting to get more comfortable. A lot of it's getting the mechanics. Now we gotta practice getting that charged spear.
Yeah, well, I think once people figure out the back end or not the back end, but the decrees, we should be fine.
That's what it feels like.
Keep losing 1 or 2 people every time.
I require a target. I can't attack that.
She's dropping faster than he is.
There is no power I cannot defile.
Hulk.
Okay, swap. Bring them together.
Free me!
Orbs. They're even, which is great.
They are no longer even.
One more man.
Hulk incoming.
Okay, swap back.
There is no power I cannot defile. You are mine.
Get Athanol down. Kill them both. Good job.
You've grown complacent.
We're so grouped by the moon.
There's one right on the moon.
Please get away from
We
me.
need to get into this purple one though.
Someone get that one. Hooray. Just healed the healed, please.
Kneel before your queen.
Power up that right ward.
Ads incoming.
Lots of zeros. Get on the right ward, please.
You can taunt off. Burn down Robin Hood. Causing a ruckus.
If he didn't use his immunity, I would.
First, get out.
Got two right in the middle.
Detonation soon.
LOS. Move, move, move. We need to power down the left ward. Charge up the right ward.
Oh, bunch of zero.
End ward one.
Abdominal coming up.
Right ward needs help.
In the back.
Big ad and back.
I must get closer.
Another heart soon to be broken.
We're at coming up, I think.
Arcane detonation in 7.
Nah, we're gonna transition.
Yeah.
From darkness, sirens come forth.
Charge up the middle and the left.
Coax the power from these
Everybody.
ancient wards. Rattle the chains that bind him.
40 seconds.
Stars save us.
Azshara is drawing upon the heart of
Same
Azeroth,
thing, soak on the moon.
feeding its energies into her ritual.
You've only
The one just to the left of the moon.
realization.
To heals move. We gotta get into another one.
Don't you, heroes? Every
I think the orb
move
exploded.
you've made has been according to my will.
It did.
Not one word of words believed you could save Azeroth by empowering
Okay, ads are up.
the gift of a sleeping titan. Yes, a titan's heart was exactly what was needed. Not to heal the world, but to shatter the prison of a god.
I must get closer.
LOS.
Delicious irony. The diamond cannon has been made a pawn.
Left, right wards.
3, 2, the Black Empire rises, and the world awaits its true queen.
There will be no coronation this day. Calista, aid me. Together we can hold her here.
I can't
Now
use that
you will
item
know
yet.
what it means to be trapped, Azshara.
I'm out of
I
range.
am Azshara. I was destined
What was
to
killing
rule.
me?
No force can bind me.
Champions, claim victory.
Comments down.
No beers.
Kill Raven.
I cannot abide weakness.
5, 4, 3.
We cannot abide weakness.
To Davy Jones' locker we
Good job.
He was wrong. You have proven yourselves unworthy.
That felt a lot better until it didn't. That was a lot better with the charges. That's not the hero phase yet, right? We still have one more of those big ads to get down, and then it would be hero phase. We're only getting halfway through that port. I know.
Then we have to deal with the big laser eye.
I'm excited about the laser eye. I like that part. It's very old god. first part of the fight is really starting to feel comfortable. At least on my side of things. I don't know if you guys are all feeling it. Yes,
Yes.
Arcane Burst is like a mini Arcane Detonation from Azshara, only it gets cast on us. Those need to go hide behind the pillars on their own, so it can expire and not do raid wipe.
You can dispel them.
Yes.
But you want to make sure you're hiding before you dispel it.
Yeah, you want to make sure nobody's in your line of sight.
I'm ready, but
Five, four, three, two, one. Let the battle begin. 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the
I can't
stage.
attack that target.
Their eyes long for one another, yet their gaze incurs calamity.
The Davy Jones locker room.
There is no power I cannot
Vulcan coming in
defy.
3.
Hawk.
That had to hurt.
You are mine.
Good job keeping them even.
That had to hurt.
Get your Revity out.
That had to hurt. This should be quite a
So the orcs.
swap. Keep them grouped up.
He's pulling ahead.
Too far away.
Falcon 5.
Hawk.
There is no power I cannot defy.
Kill these guys.
More damage on Steve.
You are mine.
Alright, get out.
Need the right
Get that
one,
bubble.
left forward charge.
Get ready for decree.
You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven the field.
Remember, soak in the moon.
Left forward still needs a little charging.
On it.
I'm out of range.
The center needs to be decharged. Ads incoming.
Here they are.
I require a target. Too far away.
Another heart soon to
Right
be
ward needs help.
broken.
I must get closer.
Bursts, get out.
Detonation in about 8.
It's still the right ward. Now it's the left ward. 10 seconds till big ad.
I must get closer.
Center needs to be decharged. Big ad.
Big ad. And back again.
Another heart soon to be broken.
I don't have a target.
Bursts get out.
Too far away.
Right ward needs to be charged.
Transition.
Detonation soon.
I'm getting transition, we won't get it.
I must get closer.
Center.
Ready for the big ads.
Rattle the chains that bind him. Stars save us.
Azshara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies into her ritual.
You've only just come to this realization. First Arcanist indeed.
There's an orb back here that's not being.
Don't you heroes? Every move you've made has been according to mine.
Myrmidon here. Make sure to take it so it can be spearing those. Yeah. Swap.
Titan's heart was exactly what was needed. Not to heal the world, but to shatter
Get
the
this
prison
spear on the ad.
Kill Riot and Robin.
Hide behind the console.
The diamond ring has been
I'm out of range.
I got her.
Burn down the X and then move to the square. No.
and the world awaits its true queen.
Move to the X after the skull's down.
There will be no coronation.
Someone kill this hunter. Please.
Lysra, aid me. Together we can hold her here. Now you will know what it means to be trapped, Azshara.
I am
Need a spear over this ad.
I must get closer.
to rule. No
Everyone should be on the other ad.
me.
A taunt on Queen, please.
Champion, claim victory.
Oh, you guys put a lot of slows on me.
All the zeros need to go to the center immediately. She's doing 100% more damage.
Too far away.
There's two
Thank you.
Myrmidons up.
Now burn down the X. The X disappeared.
Game over, man.
Kill Riot.
Hide.
Who are we supposed to be DPSing?
The ad.
Riot.
Serena.
Kill Riot.
Serena Scar's scale.
Okay. So there are only two major ads, right? The Venom
Yeah.
one
Correct.
and this. Okay.
Correct.
So I was DPS the one.
Build freely upon the sand. The song of the deep rings to call him forth.
The faster we get these ads down, the faster we get out of this phase, the faster we can move.
You have proven yourselves unworthy.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be good to have an extra heal next week. For
People should make sure they're nowhere near the boss when they're getting beckoned, so they're not getting mind control because we're wasting DPS killing people. And then we got dead people because now they're creating no DPS.
Could we
Yeah.
put like a warlock portal down for Beacon?
Yeah,
No,
we
'cause-
could get a few of those out.
You know, yeah. I was gonna say you can't use them while you're running there, but you have to run out.
Right, yeah, to run out.
Yeah, for running out.
No matter where we put the portals, it won't be much use because you're constantly moving the boss. And during that phase, you want to be as far away from the boss as you can get.
But if we
Not
have
from-
multiple portals, because we have multiple warlocks, you have options of where you can hopefully get farther out. We
Yeah,
are
can
wasting
put-
deep.
We could put 3 of them, like on the 3 pillars like this one here.
yeah, we do have
And then
enough
one here.
warlocks that we could literally cover the whole portals out for them.
Put one here.
I'm disconnecting. I gotta restart.
Portal Palooza.
And then one. Yeah. Cool.
Now that we can.
This is our last pull for the night. I know. I wish there was not that 2-minute cooldown.
I think you guys are awesome. I thought we were doing a lot better tonight. It's been nice.
Yeah, it's a rough fight, and I think each time somebody's clicking with something else in the fight. Like the mechanics are slowly starting to fall into place. So it's still rough, but that's part of this.
Well, this is the
fight.
part. This is the part where we got caught in normal as well. So just like once we figure out, okay, we need to put deeps on the venom tides and the other dudes, we should be fine.
Yeah, I think so.
I just
We'll
want to double
definitely get
check
her
on the arcane orb. You want to line of sight the boss, right? When you have the orb before they dispel.
Yes.
Okay.
Just grabbing food buff right quick.
Okay.
I'm good now.
Make it count.
Come on, Wes, share your popcorn.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the
I
stage.
can't attack that.
Their eyes long for one another, yet their gaze incurs calamity.
To Davy Jones' locker. Gone from my gaze. But that had to hurt. But that had to hurt.
More on him.
There is
Vulcan
no
5.
power I cannot defy.
Lots more on him. Step on her. Kill the
Hulk.
Hulk.
You are
Good job.
mine.
What?
Kill the bubble. Soak the
Orbs.
orbs.
Allow me to lighten the field.
Okay, Ethanol. You're even again. Hulk and 5.
What?
Hulk.
I need you to get ethanol before I get frozen. I'm frozen.
Come through.
You are mine.
Well, we came full circle. Ended it how we started it. That was a good night, you guys.
Allow me to liven the field.
Oh, I'm still alive.
Practice the decrees.
Practice. Thought we're trying to
DJ,
die.
You're the man with the DPS, my brother.
Hearthing out.
I draw this ward with
Hearthing
devoted
out.
blood. Given willingly
Save your
from a
repair bill.
champion's frozen heart.
I'm out.
How disappointing. He was wrong. You have
Alright, you guys, thanks
proven
for wiping with me
yourselves
tonight.
Unworthy.
This is a bear of a fight, but we'll get it.
Anybody do the 200? You guys probably have it. The ornament bullshit for alchemy to upgrade your table.
Yes.
Is there anything after the 200?
No.
Okay, I'm close. I've been waiting for the sucker forever.
It's actually 1,000 after that.
And then you get 5 pearls in reward.
5 pearls is a reward. Exactly.
I was just, is it worth making the trinket? Right now it only shows me the 410, but it goes to 445.
You have to make the trinket to learn the recipe to make the trinket till you get to the 445. And if you want to waste the mats doing that, then maybe it'll be worth it.
I mean, you get a good refund though when you scrap.
Yeah, you do get good refunds when you scrap.
You get like half the mats back.
Okay. I saw on the healing trinket it's on the list, so that's why I was wondering about doing it for the healing.
I mean, if it's on your BOS, then go for it.
I just have been